COVID kind of just shut off my ski career, which kind of just got put on hold for this entire year.
Everything's a little more shielded, especially this year with COVID.
The last event at Steamboat Springs, I had some success and some fast skiing. I walked away with 2 victories.
Rob Kahn, I would say it was a little lucky. The last races, Kahn is the guy I have to beat.
All the guys that are on this tour are really good skiers, and to have one rise to the top is very difficult.
Our champion, Rob Cohn. And winner, once again, Robert Cohn. This is the World Pro Ski Tour, and our next stop on the tour is right here, 36 miles outside of Denver, Colorado, at a very cool venue called Echo Mountain.
John Franklin, CEO of the World Pro Ski Tour, and we're here at Echo Mountain for the first of 2 super slalom races. This weekend is particularly exciting, not only because we're only 30 miles from Denver and it's a beautiful day, but we've got 3 new young guns fresh off the U.S. ski team, 3 guys that competed on the World Cup. So it's going to be super exciting here at Echo Mountain tonight.
My name is Fred Kloss. I'm the general manager of Echo Mountain. We're just above Idaho Springs and just east of Evergreen, Colorado. We're a family-owned, small, independent ski resort, a great community of really diverse skiers and snowboarders. We have people of all ages, abilities coming out to enjoy snow sports.
This could be the Buck Hill of Colorado. I think that's why I had such good success at Eldora last year as well, is that if there's one thing we learned at Buck Hill, it's how to generate speed. So on the flats, we really know how to create momentum, and Echo is pretty similar. You know, the grade isn't super steep like it was at Steamboat, so feeling like it could be a good day here.
The great thing about pro racing is you don't really need to be on the Kitzbühel. The size of the mountain doesn't matter, it's the race course itself.
I'm a fan of these small ski resorts. I don't like these big, these huge ski resorts. Many times I get lost, I have no orientation.
I've never actually seen this sneaky little venue, but this place is magnificent.
I have never skied at Echo Mountain. I've heard a little bit about it. A couple of the local racers that I've talked to, and they're like, "Oh, you're racing at Echo."
A lot of people don't know what a gem this is. Here's this little ski area that's kind of like a locals ski area, and now the pros are coming here.
We have about 60 acres of skiing, some groomers, we have some graded terrain, we have a small beginner area, and then we have a tubing hill that's really popular. We're super excited to have the World Pro Ski Tour here. There's been a storied past with Echo Mountain. Having been a ski area in the 60s and 70s, it was reborn in the early 2000s as a terrain park only. It then was a race training facility for skiers and snowboarders.
There's no politics to it, and it's just very if you want to come ski and you want to come ride, Echo's the best place to be.
Hey guys, Kevin Clark here at Echo Mountain, Reven Cup. We've got 3 new young guns fresh off the U.S. ski team. 3 guys that competed on the World Cup. River Rodimus, Luke Winters, and AJ Guinness. All of them top 10 World Cup skiers. They're going to take on our established pros like Nolan Casper.
Dude, there's some fast guys here.
Nolan Casper is a 3-time Olympian. Michael Ankeny, former World Cup skier, and Robert Cohn, who's won the last 4 World Pro Ski Tour races.
We've all raced together. Luke Winters did a attended Sugar Bowl Academy, which was kind of our rivals when we were growing up. I was Squaw Valley, he was Sugar Bowl.
Luke Winters, he's a fast dude.
Oh, absolutely. Always. They're always full gas.
But again, for us Pro Tour racers who know the format, the mental component of it, I think that could even out the playing field, even though they're skiing every day.
I've raced River before in a panel slalom and beat him there at US Nationals. I think that was 2019.
River Radimus has found success on the GS course this year. Panel slalom is a whole different beast, so he's going to have to prove himself here.
It's just pure racing, you know, like you're going against someone next to you and all you got to do is beat them. Doesn't matter if you're clean, doesn't matter if you're flawless off the jumps or anything, it's just pure racing.
You know, AJ Guinness and I were on the team together for years and we roomed together at Dartmouth, and so I know everything there is to know about AJ and I'm not worried.
The guys like, you know, Michael and Nolan, we were on the World Cup team for 4 years together. It's competitive and you want to beat the guy next to you, but at the same time it's like you respect the skier who's next to you.
No, AJ knows what he's doing when he's showing up at Pro Tours. He's done the starts before. He's an awesome slalom skier as well, but we have really good guys that have been doing this for a while that are definitely going to be a fight for them to get through.
So it's definitely a different technique, but still ski racing.
My name is Max Burvey. I'm on the CU ski team. At the Pro Tour last year, I eliminated Ted Ligety, which was a big stepping stone for college athletes, I think.
Almost every single college racer that I've ever raced against.
I think they do know they should be afraid of me.
They're not dumb guys. They know how to adjust in skiing. They know how to adjust for all that. So I think round 1 or 2, they might have a little slower qualifier, but we'll see who they get paired up against and we'll see the showdown right away.
My name's Rob Cohn. I'm the 2020 Tour Champion. The last event at Steamboat Springs, I had some success and some fast skiing. I walked away with 2 victories.
Robert Cohn is really good under pressure, but you've got some young guys that are coming into the racing circuit right now.
It's tough to stomach that Rob Cohn is winning all these races and also working an office job all year.
You know, I hope for his sake he's been doing some rehab, but you know, if it weren't for an unfortunate binding incident in the finals, I think I could have got him, so could be a little mentally rattled at this point.
Rob and I go way back, and I've obviously like followed the Pro Tour, and I know he was like pretty much untouched. I knew Michael had him in Steamboat before his binding flew off, but yeah, definitely the favorite going in.
Robert Cohn with his long legs, you know, it's when it's like softer snow and the slopes, it's rough with lines and deep holes. He puts in always his outside legs into this line and he makes so much speed out of it.
Rob's very consistent and he's fast. Probably his consistent is probably 95% of the fastest guys here. So it really takes skiing at 100% to beat him. But that increases the risk and guys do typically go out and Rob's done a great job at managing that risk.
I bet that's a little bit of a factor for the other guys and maybe why they have some mistakes or a couple hiccups on their run or even bigger problems. And I think they might try to ski a little bit harder or just push it a little bit too much because they know that they need to go for it when they're up against me.
At ToughShed, the safety of our customers and workers is our first priority. ToughShed.com allows you to learn more, design buildings, and even complete a purchase safely from home. Virtual site checks as well as design consults are available. Our construction teams are working to safely manufacture and install buildings with extra precautions around distancing, cleanliness, and never entering your home. Homeowners today have pressing needs that go beyond storage, like a home office, room for the kids, and space to relax. Address your building needs safely and easily at ToughShed.com.
I'm Ed Rogers. I've been involved with the Pro Tour since 1976. Over the years, the Pro Tour, since I've been involved, we had a couple super champions. One was a guy named Jarle Halsnes from Norway. Jarle won 4 or 5 years. He was really good.
Well, Jarle Halsnes, you won the car this year. This is your second year on the tour. How do you like pro racing?
I like it very much. I've been skiing good as an amateur, dual format in World Cup racing, so actually turning pro for me wasn't that big of a change.
There were really cool guys on the tour, really friendly guys, really down to earth, and then there were real jerks. We had a guy on the tour, he won it one year, his name was Roland Pfeiffer. And he came over from Austria, top World Cup Austria. And he skied very well, but he couldn't get along with anybody. Nobody liked him. And then there was a guy named Bernard Knaus. Bernard was probably the best pro racer ever. He won several $1 million. And he was on the Austrian ski team, an up-and-coming star.
I think it's a great course, but it's very difficult. I mean, the snow up top is very hard. We have a couple deep ruts, and but I think it's a great race.
And he won on the Pro Tour year after year after year. And Rob Cohn reminds me of that type of skier. I think he has the potential to be one of the great pro skiers of all time.
A guy like Robert Cohn is really smart. He'll look at the race course and memorize the course before the race starts. And he'll pick up on anything that's a little bit out of line or difficult. The analysis of the course will determine how you do in the race before you go out of the starting gate.
Knowing that there's a guy beside you close to beating you or a little behind, and it's just your mental attitude of how you attack that course.
These guys need to focus on their own runs, not what the guy next to them is doing. Be as balanced as you can. Think about what you have for your gates coming up on your own course.
I would never count Cohn out.
He's won, I think, 6 out of 7 races going back to 2 seasons ago.
He's Mr. Consistency. He makes those strong, powerful turns, and it seems like he never has that bobble.
We're all gunning for him, and
he is outstanding.
So I'm Barrett Stein, the event director for the World Pro Ski Tour. We're here at windy Echo Mountain, just outside of Denver. And we're setting up for the World Pro Ski Tour, which is tomorrow night and Monday night. Tomorrow night's the Reven Cup, and then on Monday night is the Colorado Pro Open. And we are today setting up the start structure. Right now they're burying everything so that the wind doesn't blow it away. And then tomorrow we'll put up a few more banners. And then they did an excellent job on the hill. They put 2 perfect jumps for us. We have a little practice course set here just so I can kind of see the distance with how I'm going to set for the race tomorrow with these brush gates. We have Hayden and the TV crew down there. They're testing out the lights right now. We have 10 lights that we're putting on the hill to supplement their lights that they have because they do have night skiing here at Echo Mountain. And then also the TV platforms the TV guys have already put up, so there'll be big tripods and cameras on there tomorrow. And then, yeah, tomorrow we'll be fine-tuning everything, and then we race tomorrow night.
A few things to get used to, like the start and as well as the jumps, but I don't think it'll be a big problem, especially with the couple warm-up runs we get.
It's a pretty strong magnet, so don't try to bodge, because you ain't going nowhere. Once we actually start practice, it'll be, okay, you'll get to take a few shots with that gates actually running.
I think bottom section, the red's gonna run slower though.
The course looks good. The snow is really grippy, and we got 3 jumps today, so it's gonna be kind of wild. It should be a good race.
Sun is shining. It's not cold, warm. I like it when it's warm, so all good, ready to go.
I think that the course runs pretty well, and I think the jumps actually, they're set up really well. I think the hill crew here did a great job getting the venue ready. It's been super warm during the day, and we end up having some pretty solid conditions.
We kind of feel the snow. Is it going to be responsive? Is it going to be kind of dead? Are we not going to get what we want out of the skis?
Looks like I can push all the way down, so it's going to be exciting for sure.
Looks beautiful. I love it.
Here is a place situated off the map of ordinary. A place that is independent, free-spirited, and intimate in scale. A place that since its first lift was installed over 60 years ago, has strived to stay true to its roots, while growing better rather than bigger. This vision for the future has helped make us the first ski resort in the world to earn B Corp certification. It's a symbol of where we're headed and what we stand for. We hope you will join us.
You know, the course looks like it's going to be rippable.
You're coming in, and what you want to do is you want to set yourself up with a nice line. It's all about that transfer of speed.
You good, Matt? I think this is going to be an all-out sprint. It'll be fun today.
Like, honestly, it's better to land out in here, except for the fact that you're going to be real close to this kid all of a sudden. But it'll be fun. Oh, yeah.
The course here at Echo Mountain is an FIS homologated slalom hill, so it's steep and it's fast. It's also straight. We just came from Halcyon here on Steamboat where we had a dog leg. Here, the racers are going to be charging straight down the hill. It's going to be a great race for the guys.
Oh, yeah! Rip it up!
More guys showed up that are racing World Cup and super fast, so it's definitely going to be more difficult, and I think once we start getting into the later rounds, it's going to be a pretty good show.
I haven't heard too much. I think a couple high-level FIS athletes showed up.
My name's Luke Winters. I'm from Gresham, Oregon. I've been racing full World Cup slalom for the last couple years. I've scored 5 times in World Cup slalom, and slowly, along with a couple of my teammates, building the U.S. slalom team back up. How does the start even work? Nothing's really lined up to do a pro tour before. I've been watching them for a while, and it seems like a really fun event, and everything kind of lined up to get here easy, and with my schedule it doesn't take too much out of what I'm doing, and so I thought I'd come give it a shot.
Yeah, all the guys coming up from the World Cup. I mean, it's going to be tough for them for sure. I give them a good chance to make it to the quarterfinals, but then it's going to be tough.
That's the beauty of the sport. You just have no idea. I'm just going to go as hard as I possibly can and see what happens. But for the 20 seconds of this course, anything can happen. So, you know, no expectations.
I guess the things they're going to realize that this is different than normal racing that we've done our entire lives is it doesn't really matter how far you make it. You're going to win money. There's going to be an after party. You're going to have fun. You're going to be with all your friends again. Like, that's the part. It's just a big reunion.
AJ Guinness, he skis for Greece. AJ's won a pro tour a couple years ago, and he likes his format. He skis these turns well, but so do the other guys.
My name is AJ Guinness. I'm a Greek World Cup Alpine skier. It's my first year racing for Greece. Previous to that, I was a 7-year member of the U.S. ski team. And during that time, I've raced in a bunch of World Cups. I've won Continental Cups and won a couple of U.S. national titles. Been 3rd at the World Junior Championships in Hafjell, Norway. And last year, I had my best World Cup finish with an 11th place in Flachau, Austria.
I think I was successful racing World Cup because I was a little bit ignorant and, like, you know, just went out thinking I could go do it, and whether I could or not was, you know, a whole nother matter. But I think it helped not really thinking that any event was bigger than it was. And I think that's the same here. You know, any of these guys can push through and get to those final runs.
In my sport, seeing where you're going is very important. These Rex goggles are awesome. I see my competitors behind me and really know when I need to turn on the gas and put them in the dust. Change the lenses at night to low light. Spherical lenses, huge vision, great lenses, great shape, great goggles.
Each goggle purchase includes any 2 lenses of your choice at rex.com.
Woke up, the sun is out. Feeling like this day gon' be mine. Trap music playing loud. I'm good to go. Leave a message here.
A younger me now would be great because I feel like I can, my technical knowledge is a little wider, so I can really choose from, because it changes, it does, it is like this. So it's first run, no ruts, clean course, straight line, no problem. A few runs later, ruts, away from the gate, you gotta cross the fall line, you gotta cross the terrain a little bit more, different technique. I can really shuffle quickly. Back in the day I couldn't, but I had the power. So what I'm kind of saying is, I'm losing it, but I'll make it happen. I got some tricks up my sleeve for today.
I've had 5 knee surgeries on my right knee, so if you tweak it a bit, it just kind of swells up, and slept it off and worked all day today, so it gave it a little bit of rest.
Yeah, Nolan, out of school, working an office job. I'm just starting school, semester and a half in, so it's a little funny, but I definitely grew up looking up to him, especially in slalom, so it's pretty cool to race against some of these older guys.
We'll see. I mean, I could get on snow, and it could be pretty painful, but we'll push through it and see what happens.
So I have to find a way to chill somewhere, be quiet, and just preserve energy. It's already late in the day for me, so.
Miha, a couple years older than me, but not many of us in our 30s.
He was probably the oldest before me, and then when I came, this stuck, but it will change. He already likes oh cool. He already feels a little better now. He's not the oldest, so I probably helped him get some youth in his body, because it's everybody says the old guy. I mean, I think I helped him, man. I think I did it. He's not the oldest anymore.
I am 21 years old. I rely on my athleticism.
They recover fast. He'll be fine.
We all knew those guys are fast, young, they're fresh compared to some of the older guys. Maybe we're a little tired, our backs are a little sore after a day of racing, but I still don't think we should be cast as the old folks.
My name is Richard Rokos. I am former head ski coach at University of Colorado, and I'm here to support my boys.
Richie brought me in to CU in 2018. I was straight out of high school, just an 18-year-old kid, and Richie was hard on me. He expected a lot out of me, and he's made me a better person, a better man, and I could never thank him enough.
My name's Alex Berkner. I ski for CU ski team, and been skiing since I was 2. So the college level's actually decently high. Our top guys tend to be World Cup competitors as well, but it's really cool to be in a field that there's a lot of guys that are really fast instead of just 1 or 2.
College is expensive, so anytime there's a chance to make money, during ski racing especially, is obviously an opportunity we're all going to take, and it's fun while doing it.
Well, this is a blend of American skiers and foreigners. Everybody comes from different corner of the universe.
We have a pretty fast team this year. I know our tall guy, Philip, he's definitely known for maybe not looking the prettiest, but absolutely blistering fast every time he steps out of the gates.
My name is Joey Young, and I'm from just outside of Toronto in Canada. I'm skiing for CU out here at Echo. Pretty excited to ski in my 2nd pro tour. The first one was actually at Eldora, our home mountain. Made it to the round of 16, I believe, and then
Joe Young falls down, and Kamalander just cruises to victory.
if I knocked off anyone, I'd be pretty excited, and try to make it to the end. But I know Rob Cohn, he's won a ton of these as well. Ankeny does really well.
I actually looked up to Michael Ankeny quite a bit. He's always pretty funny, and look forward to racing against him again because I raced against him last year in Eldora, and hopefully I can take one of them on.
I've skied on the circuit with them for a few years and raced against them last year, and there's no doubt they're great skiers, but again, it's a mental game out here, so just got to grab my Hawaiian shirt by the collar and teach them how to Pro Tour.
CU ski team boys coming to race Pro Tour. Why we do it? Because it's skiing.
We had a few guys coming straight out of World Championships this year. One of the guys had knocked out Ted Ligety last year.
A massive upset. U.S. Olympic and World Cup champion Ted Ligety getting bumped out by University of Colorado athlete Max Burby by 18 thousandths of a second.
This is a giant slayer today, I guess.
My name is Max Burby. I am a junior at the University of Colorado, and this is my second year doing the Pro Tour. First time I gave the Pro Tour a shot, I didn't really know what to expect, but I ended up doing pretty well.
Oh man, I got bumped out in the first round, so that's a struggle. Short day, that's for sure.
I always looked up to Ted as a person and met him a lot when I was younger, and just being in the gate next to him meant more to me than anything else.
Lost it by skin of my teeth, you know, 100th. So that's pro racing. That's what's like so cool about it is anything can happen. It's like a complete mystery.
It's definitely one of my prouder moments, but you know, Ted's one of the best ever. I need to set higher goals for myself and not just want to get into the round of 16. I'd like another shot at Michael Ankeny.
I mean, if we put Max on a GS course, you know, the World Pro Ski Tour head-to-head, anything can happen.
In skiing, I would love to see what I can do. I'm still young, still healthy, still strong, and don't see why I can't take it to the next level.
Burby's a good skier. I think he's done a really good job at kind of being a little underestimated and then coming out on top of some of these big racers. But, you know, you get to a guy like Michael Ankeny, you get to a guy like Rob, and like they're not going to underestimate anybody out here.
I love having a 15-step commute to my office. It makes it super easy in the morning. I loved working with Tough Shed because I could get the really nice office space I wanted for a price that worked for me. Very easy to finish out the interior of the shed. The studs are where they need to be for an interior finish. And it helps me to really disconnect from work than when I go inside. I love the separation between the two. So I really had an easy process with Tough Shed.
Pro Tour race qualification is starting.
Copy that. We are ready to race.
Ready?
We're ready.
Yes, sir. Here we go, first quali run.
Once we qualify the field 16, it's going to be a good time.
They are loading into the gate.
It's time to rock and roll. Here we go.
I really was trying to get used to the hill. It's not too steep, it's not too flat, so because of that, you sort of need to control your turns.
We'll see. It's always up in the air. It's qualifiers. We'll get it figured out.
First run was okay. I'm trying to pump myself up here to bring a little bit more energy to the next run. Kind of sounds like everyone's like that across the board.
I tried two styles. I said, all right, I'll cross block the way a slalom approach would require. That's how I went first run.
I'm not the Greek one.
This is cool. It's kind of like Wild West style. There's no barging, which is cool. Gate opens, first man down wins.
That was all right. Trying to feel it out, trying to find the rhythm. I think I overskied it a little bit, but yeah, it's a lot of fun.
My body's too old for this, man.
Well, we're getting there, bud.
Yeah? Which course are you on first?
Red. You?
Blue.
Really falling off the wagon here.
Well, flats are our jam.
Hell yeah! Let's go! Tokyo Drift. We only like to drift on flats.
Racing's ready.
The matchups can line up pretty awkwardly, and you can have some hard opponents that are fast skiers. It can happen if skiers don't ski their abilities in the qualifying or just the way things line up. So every time I go into qualifying, I hope I'll be at the top, but I don't know what the lineups will be.
Red course ready. Yep. Blue course ready. Yep. Racing's ready.
You make one little mistake and it's really hard to catch up. So you gotta be extremely consistent as well as fast.
In the qualifier, I will know if I need to go harder, charge harder, take a different line. Otherwise, I'll know when to back off and be more conservative.
Race is ready.
Having all my teammates here was just so motivating. If I don't do well, I want them to do well. And having them do well makes it a good day.
Could ski faster, but it was fun.
It's pretty good. It's pretty flat. It's pretty warm. So it's going to be a real drag race, I feel like.
Unlike a FIS race where you're doing 2 runs a day, these guys are doing multiple runs, super high intensity. The adrenaline's going for multiple hours. You have to keep that mental straight, to keep that fitness up, but it wears and tears on your body.
How's the back feeling this morning? Nice and loose?
Yeah, much better than yesterday, so I don't know why, but yeah, I'm very happy.
Let's go, baby, for the logo. I was trying to get fired up, stay loose.
A little slow, but getting used to it. This one will be better.
Because the course kind of tracked out, there were some parts that chunked out because we were just beating up on the snow, beating up on the jumps. So as qualifying went on, a lot of us learned that the jump started to kick you. There's a little rut and pop.
Yo, are you ready? Are you ready?
We're ready.
Yes. Take the snake! Take the snake! He's gonna kill it!
Well, we got some work to do.
It's definitely a little grabby, that Colorado grippy Hero Snow.
I definitely didn't quite have the feeling that I wanted going in, but on such a short hill, it's just such a sprint that any little mistake can really be costly.
Second qualifying run was good. I was happy. I liked it. I liked the course. I was feeling good. And I'm coming in with high expectations, actually.
Who came out on top in qualifying. He not only won the White Claw Pure Speed Challenge for the fastest run of the day, but he also won the Tito Speed Run.
Like I skied today, it was pretty good. And I think for the race it should be all good.
At the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, we train, compete, build confidence, set goals, and achieve them. Alpine Bank gives a lot in our community. They make sure kids get the opportunity to be champions. They support us with scholarships, bibs, the ACE program, Athlete of the Week, and my favorite, the Alpine Bank World Pro Ski Tour Junior Challenge. I will always remember racing and being mentored by ski racers like Ted Ligety.
Thank you, Alpine Bank!
Even on a flat hill, there's always 1 or 2 gates that are key gates.
As soon as you can get through that section, it just makes other parts of the course less significant.
you've got to figure out which gate is the most important on the course. And you have to be your best on the steep before the flat. And that's the key gate.
We've got the GoPro footage run, get a little course preview for the fans at home, and a little tester of what the course is going to be like.
And through the gate, and you're off. And you're going, and you got the gate. Oh, the quicker course today. Off the jump, big jump, and it quickens up through the middle. Got to stay ahead of it. Off the jump, a little rut, you fly. Coming down, a little bumpy, and through the finish, and that's it.
So if you're just coming down left turn, left turn, and you're not paying attention to that key gate, maybe you lose 2 or 3 tenths of a second. You're out of there.
Just cross block high. Just trust it, put your hands up, you're good to go.
I prefer to go old school. I go always with the full body around at the gate. Try to be fast in the movement, but at the same time smooth.
There's always one gate that is the key gate on the race course.
All right, so it's really important to time the start right. You gotta lean back and then come through right as it opens. And then you gotta set yourself up nice to carry speed onto the flats. And then we gotta set up for the jump. Important to absorb it and then get right back in it. And it's gonna get quick. It's getting really quick here. And then we got one more jump, absorb it, and then coming into the finish, try to generate as much speed as possible, and then you reach for the line.
As soon as you tell yourself you nailed it,
You look up and you're in the lead and you're bringing home that big fatty check.
everything else is easy. You nailed that key gate.
You make too sharp a turn and skid 3 gates from the finish, you're out of there. If you lose your momentum 3 gates from the finish, you're not going to win the race.
No, I kind of tripped the wand both times, so. No, I'm not on the list. I thought Michael might have been messing with me, but no, it's accurate. Garrett gets knocked in the round of 16. That's okay. I don't know what to change, but I think we got some video review I can watch real quick and fix the starts for qualifiers. I mean, against racers, I usually do all right, but just didn't work out today.
I've always been eliminated in the round of 8, so today I came prepared.
I think for me to get on the podium, I'm going to have to be consistent. You know, try not to have the mistakes. I think I got to focus more on skiing to that rut, and in qualifying I was super fast and I was able to ski where I wanted to, and I got to think about how I'm going to have to ski in the race that way.
I think I just got to get back to being really consistent. If I can just make some consistent fast turns and limit the mistakes, I think I can knock out a few guys.
I think some of the World Cup US ski team athletes are going to do a little better today. They have run this discipline in the World Cup dual events, but the format might be a little different here.
I would never count Cone out. You know, I looked at the World Pro Ski Tour Instagram and saw he's back on top of the podium. That's 6 of the last 7 races he's won, so can never count him out. Myself is obviously be up there in the 3rd. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of big talent out here. 10 people can win the race, so hopefully I'm one of those 10.
From watching qualifiers, I don't know, I'm looking at Nolan. He's got that power right now and he's got a little drive.
I think Rob has a good chance of being on the podium. I think AJ probably has a good shot as well. He skied really well yesterday. And, you know, I think if I hold it together, I have a really good shot at that as well.
Knock off the podium, any of the US ski team guys would be cool, but I'd like to see my entire team here at CU compete and do well.
Either my technique works and I pop in there, but I'll have to really stretch myself for that. AJ Strong, Rob as well, and then Ankeny, and I mean, those are a classic trio.
We'll see what happens. I mean, it's crazy. Like, anything can happen every time you stick in that start gate.
In general, ski racing is a pretty tough sport.
Racers ready?
Using my DNA vibe has allowed me to train harder,
longer and recover faster. Less days off, more time on the snow, beating my competitors. Having another option to be doing what we love and to continue to race, it just keeps the sport open and keeps you in it.
So the stage is set. This is the Reven Cup, the first of 2 races over the next few days. Hello everyone, it's time once again for some high octane, no holds barred, head-to-head ski racing where controlled chaos ensues and calculated risk will make or break every single one of the racers here tonight. This is the World Pro Ski Tour, and I'm your host Mark Sassy, and our next stop on the tour is right here, 36 miles outside of Denver, Colorado, at a very cool venue called Echo Mountain.
Racers ready! Alright, what do we got here?
Red course ready!
Yes, sir!
Blue course ready! Go! Racers ready!
Going against the champ. Gotta go for it. Not holding anything back. That's what I came here to do, I guess.
Wow!
Echo Mountain's a little steeper than some of the other venues, so there's some more swing on the course, top to bottom, and you need to just really stay on it. Going up against Luke, I knew I had to really hit it hot from the start, get out first, stay ahead, and really have good shape on all the turns.
Coming from World Cup, it's just awesome to come back here. This is like raw, true racing. You know, it's just you versus the guy next to you, going at it as hard as you can. You make mistakes, you get rough, and you're just pushing as hard as you can. It's just true racing, and it's what I love.
Yeah, going into the second run of the round of 16, Lowe's gonna be by 4 hundies, so he's got nothing on me pretty much. Decided to leave his van at home, and you can tell he's not used to sleeping in a normal bed. It's really affecting him.
Definitely missing the van bed, so we'll see how it goes.
Tucker and I have actually gone head to head. I think I've raced 2 of these in the past, and I think I know what to do again in his head, and we'll see what happens.
I think the only problem today is I'm feeling very old, you know, but this guy is older, so it's going to be fun.
Simone's got some speed, he's fast in qualifications, he was doing that last year, he's doing it this year again, and it's a tough matchup, and I just try to focus on my own course, and it worked out again.
Yeah, what is your strategy going up against me?
My strategy, Michael, you know, I'm just going to stick to the same thing, you know. Can't look back, keep it all on the track.
Go, go, go!
You know, AJ and I have gone up against each other a couple times in the past. Definitely my turn this time around.
Yeah, there's definitely a defined groove there now, and I've got a new game plan, and hopefully it works well against Thomas. Little revenge from Steamboat.
Haha, brilliant, baby.
run one, I had a little mistake out of the start, barged a bit. Really happy to advance on and get another crack at Nolan.
Nolan was my boy coming up. He was my idol. So hopefully I got something better than him, maybe.
Everything's about consistency here. If you want to win this thing, you got to take 10 runs today. And I think if I do that, I have a great opportunity to take this thing home.
All right, here we go, the final four.
You're screwed.
Unbelievably tight.
This is a better hill for me.
Ankeny and Nolan off the first jump almost at the same time. Ankeny seems to be pulling out ahead against Nolan, trying to come in. Oh, Nolan almost goes down. He's off that last jump.
Hopefully I can enjoy it a little bit more this time. I've got some new bindings on the board, so I got no excuses. If he beats me, I'm a worse skier.
And Michael is not going to let down. He is just going to go full guns blazing down this course. Smooth, calm, collected, nice, clean turns for Michael. Nolan has to really try to make up time, but Michael's got almost 2 gates on Nolan, and he comes through the finish to take 3rd place in the Reven Cup.
My good buddy and birthday boy, Nolan Casper. It's hard delivering a loss to him on the day after his birthday, but he's grown up. He'll get it.
The final run of the finals here at the Reven Cup at Echo Mountain. Let's see what happens.
The intensity is high. It all comes down to this. Both of them blasting out of the start gate. Guinness already quick enough to gain an advantage over Cone. Look at that, touching down off the first bump. Cone is going to have to work hard to catch up to Guinness. Guinness is just powering off these jumps, cross-blocking as many gates as he can, but it comes to the line and it plummeted face first through the finish line.
Just ate a lot of snow. But we got this. I need to focus on my run and do what I know how to do here.
This is for that big check of $10,000. There's no way Cone is going to try to let AJ taking that away from him. AJ's off the jump first, out in front ahead of Cone, really firing hard and some nice, clean turns, coming down to the final few gates.
Unbelievable!
AJ gets sideways, almost goes through Cone's finish line. Cone again victorious.
What's up, stud? You're unbelievable. You won. You're unreal.
It's just pretty ticked about something.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our award ceremony here at Echo Mountain, the Reven Cup. What an exciting night of the racing event. Absolutely crazy. Back on the top step again with the rabbit's foot and the lucky charm in his pocket. Robert Cone. I'm going to give it to John Franklin now.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. What a great evening. The last time I saw AJ Guinness race, he won the race. The last time I saw Robert Cone race, he won the race. So it was head-to-head, great action. A couple of thank yous. Fred Kloss from Echo Mountain, thanks for having us. Peter Lang from Reven. Peter, thank you for the prize money and sponsoring this race. And with no further ado, Robert Cone.
In the Corbell, champagne will flow.
Today was a pretty good day, but it was really hot skiing from all the guys, and I really had to give it my all from the first round to 16 all the way to the end.
I felt like I skied really well, but I could feel Rob just literally right next to me. And so props to Rob for pushing me to make a mistake, basically.
Once again, Mr. Cone takes me down. It's a good battle we got going, but one of these days I gotta get him. Yeah, tomorrow should be good.